Okay, hey, welcome back to what's this game called? Another code? Recollection. That's what it is. Chapter 5. Let's-a go. Secret of the Edward Family. Ooh, secrets.
Jessica!
Ashley,
Are you okay?
I think so. But I'm dizzy. Everything is foggy.
I'm so sorry I let you go alone. It was selfish. This is all my fault.
Do you think Ashley styled her hair after Jessica? Because it's the same, except backwards.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. I'm so...
Oops.
Handcuffs? No good.
No, you have the thing for this, I'm sure. Or no, maybe not. Maybe not.
I found them outside. I was so worried about you.
Everything suddenly went dark. I must have been knocked out. When I came to, I was handcuffed to this beam.
That's horrible. Who would do something like that?
Bill.
Bill.
Aha!
Bill did this?
You know about him?
Dad told me.
You met your father?
Yeah. He told me a little.
He was my assistant and is absolutely brilliant. But he betrayed me. He tried to steal the research we did on this island.
Bill tried to steal another?
You knew Bill too?
I did. He used to work with Richard. I never expected him to turn up here. I ran into him right after I left you. He said that he'd take me to Richard. I shouldn't have trusted him. He knocked me out somehow once we got to the mansion.
I had no idea. But wait. Dad said he caught Bill.
Regardless, I'm so glad you finally met Richard.
Oh, she didn't.
Yeah. I found him.
Nope. I'm telling you, you didn't.
I asked him about another. And about Mom.
He told you what happened?
Yeah. We talked about it.
See? See, even Jessica is not totally... I don't think she's buying it.
So that's my dad, huh?
What do you mean? Where is he?
I was with him earlier. But he went off to do something else.
Do something else? He left you alone?
Yeah. He said he had to go start another. Jessica. About Dad, he definitely cares way more about his research than us.
That's not...
He said so. He told me he has to finish another. For Mom.
Richard said that. Really?
Yeah.
Some things aren't quite lining up here.
Did you know about another?
Not really. Your father mentioned it a few times. Something about using it to save people from painful memories.
Yeah, he told me that too. He said Bill stole the keys he needs to start it. So, we split up. I went looking for the keys while he looked for you. But he clearly didn't find you.
Ashley.
I found a newspaper article about what happened to Mom. It said Dad was a suspect.
You
You know the dream I always have? It's about the night Mom was murdered.
Oh, Ashley.
That's why. isn't it? That's why you never talked about Mom or another.
You're right.
Why was Dad a suspect?
Listen to me. Richard found Sayoko that night. And because he was at the scene of the crime, he was a suspect.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Like, right along with procedure.
Right.
He kept telling them he was innocent. And with no other evidence, they released him.
Yeah, that's completely right. Right along with procedure.
They couldn't find another lead. So the case went unsolved.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't find evidence, you can't convict.
The false accusations devastated Richard.
Well, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, if there's no evidence, people are gonna think things. But I don't know.
I confronted him as soon as he was released from custody. I asked outright if he killed Sayoko. He looked me right in the eyes and answered without a hint of guilt. He said, absolutely not.
He told me that too. That he didn't kill her. But
What is it?
he didn't look me in the eyes. It's hard to trust someone who acts like that.
Oh, sweetheart.
I'm just over all this. He isn't my dad. Can't we both just leave here? Together? I'll get those cuffs off you as soon as I can. There's gotta be something I can use around here.
Ashley, wait. Please, give Richard one more chance. He can help.
Why should I?
At the very least, he can get me out of these handcuffs.
But what about you? I can't leave you here. I just found you.
I'll be fine. Now go.
No, I don't trust...
I do. Please, Ashley. Believe in him. He's my older brother. And your father. Okay?
And your neck is going through your shirt right now. It's bending at a angle that it was never meant to.
But I...
And once we get out of here, we'll go home. The three of us.
Yeah.
Also, Ashley, you two are talking about a completely different man.
You'll be safe here, right? I'll be right back with Dad.
Yes, I'll be fine.
No, I want to investigate that room. There's a paper
Sayoko,
crane there.
Protect her. Please.
I would say a ghost can't do much,
I'm so glad you found Jessica.
but then there's D, who, to be fair, still can't do much, but he can provide emotional support?
Me too, but I don't think she could see you.
She's an adult. I'm used to it by now.
I guess.
More importantly, we can't let our guard down.
You're right. I can't believe Bill did that to Jessica. But I'll worry about it later. We need to find my dad. Where could he have gone? I think he was heading toward the courtyard.
Can I go back in there? Perfect.
Maybe.
Is this barrel full of alcohol? There's so much. The empty bottles were left behind. This is so dangerous. Something as small as a mouse could knock all this over. Yeah, but it's just bottles. It's not that dangerous. Isn't there a crane in here? Oh, it's somewhere else in a basement. Hold on, where do I see the actual map from? Or I guess not the actual map, but the... So there's one in the main bedroom? Ah, yes, there is more basement to be found. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? This is locked. I don't understand. What do you think you're gonna do, Ashley? Oh.
No good. It's locked.
Ashley, look. There's a ladder on the other side of the door.
You're right. Where do you think it leads?
Maybe up into that master bedroom. Where we're gonna
That's
have a
the door
boss
to my great-grandfather's room.
fight against Blizzetta. That's what that boss was called, right? In Twilight Princess? Blizzetta? Does this need unlocking? Yes, it does. Nice.
All right.
Yahoo!
How can we open it?
Oh, I think I see.
This design.
The other room's doors had one bird, but this one has two.
Yeah. 2 birds holding a silver and gold clover in their beaks. Maybe the key to this room is...
Yeah, oh, wait. Now I can combine? I'm sorry, 5 chapters in? Now I can combine? Why haven't we been using this feature the whole time? Huh? But, yeah, this is,
Yes!
I play Resident Evil Village a few times. I know what I'm doing here.
Yes!
Yeah, I'm sure there are way more other games that use that same thing. Like, combine 2 keys to make a super key.
Whoa, check out the view. Where's the ladder? Shouldn't it lead to this room?
I just can't think of what any of those other games would be right now. Oh, you can tell the guy in the green polo's trouble.
What's wrong, Dee?
Or not polo.
This is
Turtleneck.
my great-grandfather, Uncle Henry, and my father.
Grandfather, do you know who I am?
I remember. My father brought me here. My great-grandfather was asleep in the bed. He was sleeping so peacefully. But as we got closer, he opened his eyes and looked at us. He smiled, but it was sad. Father took his hand and squeezed it. He was crying.
Yeah, that's never a fun day.
That was the first time I ever saw him cry.
Oh, Dee.
We have to track down your dad.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's the ladder we can take back down?
I mean, we men, ain't we? We don't cry that often. We do when it's necessary, but not that often. It won't open. Is this actually a button? No, it's not. Oh, I can look at the book. There's something written in the notebook. Really? Something written in a notebook? What? What is this radical line of thinking? May 1948. I feel my time drawing near. I've decided to record my thoughts while I'm still able to grasp a pen. Today, I recall a day from 32 years ago. The day I first held Henry and Thomas in my arms. That was also the day I received a letter of reconciliation from my son Leonard, who left home after rejecting the life I desired for him. The two young children, Henry and Thomas, appeared while I was caught in a maelstrom of grief and regret. I had been informed of Leonard's sudden death, yet I will never forget the innocent smiles they wore that day. I resolved then and there to raise Henry and Thomas myself. I loved them more than I had loved anyone before. I wished only for their lives to be filled with joy, and fulfilling that wish became my sole purpose. Henry and Thomas were like a pair of birds who delivered joy to my life. My wish was heard, both boys growing up healthy and with love for one another. Before long they sought to fulfill wishes of their own, each choosing a path that drew them from the nest. Henry wished to be an artist, Thomas a novelist. I found myself alone in this mansion, yet still wishing for nothing but their happiness. However, as the two began journeys down their respective paths, my wish was completely and utterly crushed by upheavals of the time. The world was cast into war, and the two were sent to its bitter battlefield. To add insult to injury, this was also when the gold mine withered to nothing, no longer able to support even me alone. Powerless, I prayed for the war to end, and the safe return of my beloved Henry and Thomas. When news of the war's end finally came and the boys returned to me, they were different. My two birds had been hurt. It was as if their wings had been clipped. Henry had lost his right arm, so could no longer hold a paintbrush, and Thomas had lost his heart, and with it his ability to trust. I held the tired, wounded pair in my arms, and I cried. I was reminded of 32 years prior, when I held them for the first time. I prayed that the scars on their bodies and hearts might heal as soon as possible. But now, I wonder if my actions from that point on were right. I once again find myself navigating sorrow and regret, just as I did when Leonard passed. Only now there are no innocent faces to be found. No birds to ease these feelings.
This is...
Lawrence's journal. We finished each other's sandwiches.
Great-grandfather.
Huh.
There's something stuck between the pages. Is this a letter? A letter? Was it sent here from someone? You see what I said last chapter about the one in the typewriter being a fake? See, Thomas was trying to usurp Henry? For some reason? I don't know. Upon my death, Henry Edward is to inherit the entirety of my estate. See that one? This is Lawrence's will. Yeah, I don't know if that's a legit signature, but it's sure more legit than having it typed out. He even signed it, see? My great-grandfather's will? Yeah. It says that it says that the heir to the inheritance is Henry.
But that means...
So that means with a will we found in the Silver Bird Room.
Okay.
My father must have written it that himself.
Huh?
Gasp! There's a mysterious disc in the drawer.
Wow.
What could this be? I know what it is.
What?
Are you not going to interact with the puzzle, Ashley? Ooh, door and floor. Hold on, is this a trapdoor? The ladder we saw before must be under it. Ugh! Ugh. You won't budge with that desk in the way. What can I do? Okay, hold on. I gotta find the crane first. Boop. Leonard Edward, the musician. Lawrence had one child, a son named Leonard. Lawrence tried to establish him as a successor, but whether due to a difference in values or something else entirely, Leonard refused to take over the family business. Instead, he chose to leave home and pursue a career as a musician. There was no word on Leonard's whereabouts for a long time. Then one day he sent his father a letter, telling him that he married a woman he met in a bar. Lawrence resented the fact that he had not approved of the marriage, so he refused to see his son. They lost touch again after this. Several years passed, and Lawrence received another letter from Leonard. He had 2 sons by then, Henry and Thomas. Although Lawrence finally agreed to see his son, it was too late. Leonard became sick during an epidemic and passed away at age 30. A thought occurred to me as I learned of these two and how they couldn't connect with one another. In order for a child to understand the motivations of a parent who loses themselves in their work, it may be necessary for the child to grow up and become a parent themselves. I wonder if my father thought about Jessica and me as he worked, the same way Ashley occupies my thoughts as I continue my work on another. Okay. So we're still seeing, like, references to the fact that, Richard is not a bad father. I mean, technically he is, because he was, absent for 10 years of Ashley's life, but...
Wait!
This is a movie projector, right? What sort of movies could your great-grandfather even watch on this thing? Huh? Oh, I didn't expect to get a memory out of this.
Wow. Ashley.
I just remembered something. After my great-grandfather died, my father showed me something with this.
Hey.
It was some old footage. It was shots of my father and Uncle Henry playing together as kids. The two of them, together.
By the way...
It seemed like it made him sad for some reason.
D.
I get that.
This is...
Is this a screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, my great-grandfather would watch this in bed. He had such a nostalgic look on his face when he did.
Huh.
I wonder what he'd watch. Home movies. What else was there? Ooh, nice. A round device made of tin slits on the table.
Wait!
What's this, some kind of stand? No, this is early animation, actually. That's a zoetrope. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. A Zoe, what's it?
Hey.
They were invented a long time ago, or... Did I read that sentence wrong, but heard it in... Or, no, I think I read it right, but heard it wrong in my... So I got confused. Help. Oh, no. They were invented a long time ago, long before I was born. The pictures inside move when it spins. How does it work? Spin the outside with your hand and look through the slits on the side. I'll give it a try. Yeah, we're supposed to be closer up. There you go. Look at the birds, they're flapping their wings. Woohoo! Wee-hee! See, it's like a flip note, but way more complicated.
Huh.
Wow, that's pretty cool. It really looked like it was moving. Moving pictures are so much fun. I used to love this thing. I guess inventions like this led to the creation of movies. Really? Wow, I had no idea. How do you know all this stuff? It's great. Well, he's like 70 years old.
Hey.
Well, I always wanted to be a filmmaker when I grew up. That was my dream.
D.
Oh, sorry, D. Yeah, that unfortunately got cut kind of short, didn't it? The portrait's title is displayed beneath it. The Two Returned from War. Okay, not the most thoughtful title. The title under the painting reads, The Beloved Golden and Silver Birds.
Huh.
The Beloved Golden and Silver Birds. I think I saw something like that in Wells' journal. Does that mean that these two boys are Henry and Thomas?
Darn it.
This decorative plate is filthy. I can't even tell what the artwork is supposed to be. Wonder how long it's been since this fireplace was used. It's covered in cobwebs. It's going to be such a pain for whoever wants to use it next. Yeah, that's what I would be thinking too, Ash. The title under the painting reads, My Son Leonard. My son Leonard. This must be Lawrence's son. He must have kept this painting close by so that he could always feel his son's presence. Yeah, after abandoning him. I finally found my dear Aunt Jessica. I'm glad she's okay, but what kind of monster is Bill, locking people up in underground rooms? She still can't move because of the stupid handcuffs, so I went to rescue her ASAP. But she said not to worry about her, so that I should focus on finding Dad. But why? He's the guy who cares more about his research than his own family. But knowing Jessica, she probably, no, definitely, won't move until I bring Dad, so I guess I'll have to look for him for now. Dee floated off somewhere right after my dad left, leaving me all alone. I wound up in the mansion's courtyard while looking for Dee. Colorful flowers are blooming all around the fountain. Could it be that my dad, as cold as he treated me, has been taking care of these flowers? I can't even begin to imagine. I found a sprout key in the fountain and used it to get into the silver bird room. Dee was in there. He told me about when Thomas was killed, and it brought up memories of my own. I couldn't stop myself from crying. I'll never forget Dee's kindness as he stayed by my side, looking over me without a word. But the thing I was most happy about is we found Jessica. Bill had handcuffed her in the wine cellar. Now she's stuck down there, or she's still stuck down there, even now. Hold on, Jessica, we'll come back for you. Where did Dad go? I don't really even want to see him, but I need to take him with me to rescue Jessica. There's a big metal door in the courtyard across from the door he left through, so he probably went through that. Also, there sure are a lot of flowers in the courtyard. Was Dad taking care of them? He doesn't seem like the type. Jessica told me a little more about what happened to Mom and Dad being a suspect. She says I should believe in him, but how can I do that when he won't even look at me? What should I do, Mom? Dee remembered his father being murdered. It was in the Silver Bird room, which is probably why he was too scared to get near that place. He looked so sad, staring down at the blood-stained carpet. I know how he feels so much that it hurts. When Lawrence got sick, Thomas came back to the island with Dee and was murdered in the Silver Bird room by his one and only brother, Henry. I can't imagine how Thomas felt. Was it shock? Sadness? Or maybe the worst part was knowing that Dee would be all alone once he was gone. So why would Henry have killed Thomas? Because Henry was the one who was originally the heir to the mansion. Maybe it's like the heir to a bunch of debt. Because the diary said that the mine was no longer providing, and that Lawrence couldn't support himself. I wonder. Yes, my estate is now my debt, so here you go, Thomas. You're the one who I'm going to saddle with this burden. Thomas and Henry's father, Wells, wrote in his journal that Leonard died of an illness. He must have felt terrible leaving his kids orphaned when they were so little. Wells also mentioned that they finally learned of his whereabouts, so I guess Leonard left the island at some point and didn't tell them where he was going. I don't know what happened with Leonard, but it seems like Lawrence took his sons in and raised them well, so I'm glad for that. The Silver Bird room is where Thomas died after Henry shot him. The room was sealed up and no one has been there since. Did they just not want to go in there anymore? Maybe they didn't want anyone to touch it again. I guess I'll never know. I'll also never know why one member of a family would kill another. It seems like the brothers got along really well, so what went wrong? Actually, maybe Thomas was trying to make the fake will so he could get everything, but Henry's like, oh no you don't, and blasted him. But, I mean, why wouldn't you just bring the real will? That would settle the case. There are lots of strange devices and hidden objects around the mansion, like moving bookshelves, hidden rooms, oh, and the weird door knocker, too. We already read this. Why is there a dot? And I don't know who's over here. Oh, Wells. Yeah. Sorry, Wells. I didn't read your entry, but... The farewell letter we found in Franny's parents' room was from Marie to Henry, showed how sad and painful all this was for Marie. But there was also a big hint in the letter for finding the key to the Silver Bird room. You threw the spout key? Yeah. We already... Like, I knew that before Ashley figured it out, obviously. Like, she's not figuring out the Zodiac puzzle. That it's a puzzle? That we should be... Yeah, there you go. Okay, no worries. I think I got this. So which one was where? I think you were facing there. And you were facing there. There? What should I do? I'm sure there's some sort of mechanism to this. Or are they backwards? Oh, hold on. There's two, like, sheep things. I wasn't paying super close attention.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, we have. I just didn't want to have to go back out there. I should have taken a picture of it. I knew it was important, but I wasn't quite sure how it would be important. I didn't see how it could relate to a puzzle. Okay, I can almost see it from here. Almost. Camera, can you work with me, please? Okay, so the gold bird is... The gold bird is on the arrow. Okay, and the silver bird, or the bow, I guess. The silver bird is Cancer? So, what's the arrow? What was the bow and arrow? Aries or something? Okay. So yeah, I don't know why I thought. Well, because I picked the key out of one of these sheep, right? So.
All right.
Wait. Oh, okay. The birds were not where I thought they were. It's fine. Puzzle solved. Oh, some sort of mechanism.
Hey.
We should be able to open the door now. Who could have seen this coming?
Whew.
This should do it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's open.
Oh.
There's the ladder.
Yeah.
Let's take it down.
Dad.
Dad has got to be just past here.
Where are we? Did Dad really come through here? It's so dark. I can't even tell what this room is supposed to be. We can't search it until we turn the lights on.
The lamp is lit up red. What's this? Looks like the lamp's cord is connected to the floor below. Doors closed and won't open. Candle holder. Hey, I have a thing for this. Stack of documents. There's a pile of old documents in the corner of the room. Sales contract. Were these used when selling gold? Not very helpful. Oh, do I have to look at the desk? Yes, I do. Huh, a round light appeared on the brick
when the candle was lit.
Thanks, Dee. I had it, but thank you.
Oh, you're right. It must be coming from a lamp, but where is it coming from to make it so round?
Check the shade.
It looks like someone made this hole on purpose.
Yeah.
And how were you getting this point of view? Are you, like, crouched up on the desk there? Alright, well, let's push the brick.
Hey.
If you look closely, the brick's a little different than the rest. No way, really?
Ashley.
We should check it out.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It moved when I touched it.
What was that?
Oh, look.
Bill's gonna hear this. Guaranteed. He's gonna be ready with his gun, and Ashley's gonna be dead as soon as she goes down those steps.
Floor opened up.
Oh, is there another candle for me to light?
Huh? Huh.
Is there anything I can actually interact with here? No, it's just about the brick. Documents are stacked in the corner. Oh, here's another candle holder. Light it up. There's got to be something else interesting to find, right? Ugh, the lid's so heavy. Documents are stacked. Oh, here's another candle holder. She did it automatically! Ashley, you've been holding out on me, girl. Too dark to see anything. My butt. Look at the candle holder. I guess I can't? Is it... Hold on. We almost had it. Just a little. There we go. So this is the big money here. This wall. If I can look at it. Hold on. Just gotta get the right angle. One of the walls is covered in old newspapers. These are all articles about the gold mine. Well, it turns out what I said about big money was wrong. There's nothing important there at all. And I've got a feeling, is this going to be the end of this chapter again? Dee has been here? Now that surprises me.
Dee, you okay?
I've been here before.
Does that mean you know what's past here?
I can't remember.
Did
Well,
Dad go
let's-
down these steps?
Let's just keep looking at it. That'll solve the problem.
This place gives me the creeps.
It's okay. I'm right here with you.
Also, there's wind blowing up.
Right. Got it.
That's a little strange. Another short chapter. They could have combined 4 and 5 into one chapter. I'm just saying. Just saying. Because like every other chapter has been almost 2 hours, right? I think. Maybe not the first. Well, yeah, maybe not chapter 1. But 2 and 3 definitely were pretty long. 4 and 5 have been quite brief. Kind of expecting chapter 6 is going to be long because it's going to be like a denouement. Everything's going to come to a head and there's going to be a lot of talking. But that's a problem for future Ryan and future you. For the moment, I just want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye!